I've gotten a lot of the same questions this week, and that is, what kind of camera do I use? What kind of microphone and editing software? So the camera is a Canon t3i. It's an SLR camera. I bought it about 2 years ago, and it was right around $600. And I think it's maybe the mid to upper level camera. And the reason why I went with Canon is because I just know how to use Canons. I've been using them for years. My brother has a Nikon, and so he uses Nikons. It's just one of those things. I'm used to the buttons on a Canon. And so anyway, the camera works great. And also, I didn't want a designated video camera because I also wanted it to shoot stills. I use a tripod to shoot all of my scenes. I sort of walk around the wood shop here with a tripod. And a few people are wondering, is the sawdust bad for the camera? Well, I don't really give the camera any special treatment. I just use it just like I would use a tool. The only thing I don't do is I try not to take the battery out or the card in the shop. I usually take it out of the shop if it's really dusty, and I'll take it upstairs where I usually do all of my editing. Here's a closer look at the camera with the microphone set up. I'm using the Rode microphone, the Rode shotgun mic. That was about $200 going back around, I guess, 2 years ago, and that's held up real well. It has a 9-volt battery that lasts really long. I think I've only changed the battery 3 times. You can see this is the dust I was talking about. But other than that, the camera's, there's a little bit of paint on it here and there. But it's, like I said, it's a tool, and it definitely works good, and it's easy to use. And that's the thing also with YouTube. Anytime I have a question, I just go on YouTube and somebody out there has an answer. This is a nice feature with the camera. The window that flips out, this is the viewing window, and that way you can see where you are in front of the lens when you're in front of the camera. So that's definitely something that you would want. I've got a Mac, and I use iMovie for all of my editing, and iMovie is just really simple, and the nice thing about it is it's also a very popular editing program or software. And what's great about that is if you have any questions, you can go to YouTube and you're bound to find an answer for it. Now, I think the next thing that I'm going to add to my video making tool bag is a camera, a small camera that I can have with me all the time. And I was telling my brother about this, and I was looking at a couple of small kind of pocket Canon cameras, and he suggested that I just wait for the iPhone 6 to come out, because I've got an upgrade coming up in the fall, and I think the 6 should be out by then. And then he showed me his iPhone 5S, which has really incredible video capability with image stabilization and a slow motion feature. And so I can only imagine that the 6 will be better than that. And earlier, when I shot just a picture of the camera, I was using my iPhone 4S. So I think that's probably the way I'll go. And the nice thing about that is I'm often at lumber yards or artist studios, and it would be great to always have a high quality video camera with me. So anyway, that's my video on making videos. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for tuning in.